Hello everyone, let's go read the new chapter of Boku no Hero Academia, the chapter 95, the end of the beginning and the beginning of the end. Wait. The end of the beginning and the beginning of the end. It looks like we are going to the last arc of the history, but I hope no, because I want to read more of Boku no Hero Academia. I want to spend like more 5 years reading it. The next morning, society was in a state of chaos. And the fundamental battle between good and evil that previous night, the people of the world witnessed a modern myth come to life. The noble we capture are just like the ones we've seen before. They have no human-like responses, and it doesn't seem like we'll be able to acquire new information from them. Because the warehouse where they were being kept was destroyed, all we can do to learn about how they are manufactured is to continue our ongoing investigations. It's possible that the warehouse was a fake in the first place, no? It's not exactly the proper environment to be carrying out biological experiments. The location is too obvious too. We're also collecting whatever personal information we can about the violence from the bar, right? That is still presently under investigation. Before we capture their leaders, Shigaraki and the rest of his lot all managed to escape. Maybe a bit naive to say this, but all things considered, the result was more or less a tie, no? Immoral. We lost our symbol of peace. All Might's weakened form was revealed to world. A symbol of peace that will never fall is nevermore. Not to the citizens and not to the violent. That is the price we pay for having so much rest on honest individuals' shoulders. The world was able to see what could happen if a group of idiots gathered together and tried to do something. I'm afraid. Our initial profiling suggests that it had all the sophistications of a child's tantrums, but the chef violent Shigaraki Tomura, every time he adds to his number, his criminal plan gets all the more complicated, all the more cognization of the society around him. Yeah. Shigaraki's speaking and he is growing, and with the fall of All Might we've now got even fewer deterrents than before, and their numbers dwindle by the day. Every time the League fails, they get stronger. I don't think they could have wished for more convenient circumstances under which to grow their own power. Yes, I talked about this in the end of my last video. You think this has all gone according to their plan? Couldn't this just be speculation after the fact? Aren't we being a little too negative? I don't know. However, the one thing I can say for sure is that we have to capture those guys. We, the police, we can no longer just sit around and just receive criminals as they are caught. We must reform our ways. Interesting. Really interesting. The last flames inside of me have gone out. The symbol of peace is dead. However, there are still some things I have to do. Shigaraki Tomura, Shimura's grandson, huh? That's just what he claimed, right? There's not much basis behind all that, is there? Did neither of you interact at all with the previous generation of the family? Well, Shimura's husband was killed. To distance her own child as much as possible from the world of heroes, she gave him up to a foster family. She told Toshinori and me that under no circumstances did she want any of us to come into contact with her child, even if the worst were to happen to her. And in keeping that promise instead, this happens. How miserable. In parting with her own blood, my master just wanted to do what she could to ensure a life of peace. I have to go find Shigaraki. If I do, then no. What will you do if you found him? You are no longer capable of seeing him as a villain. You would be at a complete loss. No matter what his lineage is, in the end of the day, he's a criminal. Oh, so they are going to keep this information as a secret From now on, the search for Shigaraki will be handled by Tsukauchi and myself. You will remain at UA and carry out all that it is you must still do. Even if you can no longer be the symbol of peace, All Might is still alive. After that, we met up with Todoroki and the rest and took Kachan to the police. Kachan was quiet. Not even half a day later, we all went our separate ways home. Well then, thank you everyone. The three of you are going straight home, right? Yeah, pretty, thank you. See you guys back at school. Wow, some crazy stuff been going on, huh, Shoto? You didn't return any of my message after you went off to visit him. I was getting worried. Welcome back. Sorry, sis. He got back just a bit ago. He's been like that since. If All Might really can no longer stand at the front lines, then the position of number one. Get up if you something like this can bring you down. Then even the stupid villains who are small fry to All Might will be too much for you. Oh, his father. Not like this, I can't accept it. There is no way I accept it. I absolutely cannot accept it. Yes, it's not too. It's hard to accept being the number one when you don't be better than the number one. It's because the number one quits. This is frustrating. Welcome home, All Might. It looks like he had a fuck time. It must have been hard for you to come back, Izuku. Yeah. What happens now? Did we really do the right thing back there, All Might? Oh. Hold on, what are you doing? Dinner is almost ready. Later! Oh, you're finally here, All Might. Took you long enough. All Might? Texas? Smash! Ah! What was that? You really had a hard time doing as you're told. That was inches from the edge. She who says you take after me. Midoriya, my boy, The truth is, I'm retiring. My body is no longer in a state where I can fight anymore. Oh, the end of the beginning. Okay. What? The last ember of One for All has gone out, and on top of that, I'm not able to maintain my muscle form anymore. That being said, every single time, no matter how many times you've told, you come flying out of nowhere looking for trouble. No matter how many times you're told, you continue to break your body. And that's why, this time, for the first time, you were able to get yourself out of harm's way without getting hurt. That makes me incredibly happy. From here on out, I'm devoting myself to your development. Despite my condition, you do our best, okay? Oh my. You really do have a hard time doing as you're told, don't you? How many times have I told you to stop being a crybaby? The weak, lingering thing in my cheek told me with each for but one thing. This was the end of the Age of All Might. Etching history, turning on over a new leaf. The next chapter, a colored cover. It's the beginning of the era without All Might. It's not just as I thought in the beginning of the video. Well, the chapter was good. Less than One Piece and Hunter x Hunter. It's just a normal chapter. And One Piece and Hunter x Hunter are on a big, epic thing. And now Boku no Hero Academia is going to slow down. Probably you have the next 2-3 chapters like an okay chapter, but this was a good chapter with the conclusion of the fight where the results are presented, and probably the violence got a better it's it, the it, they have a better motivation to grow. Okay, Deku has a good motivation to grow because All Might now it can no longer be the symbol of peace. But I think that the seek for vengeance in the violence is really bigger than in the side of the heroes. So I expect that in the next arc the violence will be really difficult to handle. I don't know if you're going to have someone killed, because if I only the brother of Ida died, I think, if I'm not wrong. So okay, let's wait for the next week to see what will happen now. Probably we'll begin a new arc. And what will happen in this new arc? What do you think? What you want to happen now? Please tell me in the comments. If you like this video, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Plus Ultra!